Oh,
How you doing, Your Honor?
guys, do you mind helping me out, please?
Okay, pause for a second. The 17-year-old just got slapped with tampering charges, and that's no small matter. What might seem like just using a fake ID to sneak into a party can actually lead to jail time and thousands in fines. So here's the question. If you were the judge, would you give him a second chance or throw the book at him?
It's an open warrant. Mr. Brock, you were arrested and charged with tampering with a government record. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Looks like you had court on
I missed because of school. I just forgot to
last Friday. Why did you miss court?
the school, and it just slipped my mind.
How old are you, sir?
17.
Okay. How'd you get here?
I drove.
Okay. You're charged with tampering. You're facing up to a year. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officers initiated a traffic stop, observing the defendant's vehicle run a stop sign in Harris County, Texas. The officer asked for the defendant's driver's license, and the defendant provided it to the officer. When the officer went to verify the driver's license, the number came back to a Leslie Salazar. The defendant admitted to the officer that his driver's license was fake. The defendant then provided his legitimate driver's license to the officer.
Why? Don't say anything. Do you have any indication? I mean,
I'm not entirely sure, Judge. I don't know if it was like a mistake or to hand over the.
no, fake ID, I see. Did they take it? Do you know if they confiscated that license?
I believe they did. They have a photo of it. That the officers took.
Well, Mr. Brock, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Do you have?
Notice how the judge isn't simply addressing paperwork. He's making sure this kid fully grasps the real-world consequences. A fake ID isn't just about sneaking a beer. It can carry life-altering penalties. To drive the point home, the judge paints a chilling picture of jail life, hoping to scare him straight. But here's the question. Do fear tactics like this actually work, or do they just end up traumatizing young offenders?
Valid liability insurance in your name.
I'm assuming so, or in my mom's name.
Don't assume anything. Never assume anything in life, because if you get into a wreck and you kill a 5-year-old kid, they don't care whether you make assumptions or not. The only question is whether you do or not. And if you don't, then you're not allowed to drive. And I'm making that a condition of your bond.
Yes, it was taken.
Wonderful. I'm making it a condition of your bond that you're not to have any fake IDs, fake licenses, or anything of this nature. And if I find that you're using that, or you're trying to get booze, you're trying to get illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. You will not get any PR bonds. Do you understand?
Sir.
Life is really going to suck. At 17, you going into jail. Let me tell you what kind of field day the people in custody will have with you. Do you have any clue what they will do to you in custody? Take a guess. Imagine your worst nightmare. It's worse. Get my drift? If I drug test you today, what are you going to test positive for? And beware that you're going to get tested. Anything else? I'm sending you for a test. You're to go test and you're to come right back. If you fail to go test, if you fail to come back, I will put you in jail and I will revoke your bond. Do you understand? I will appoint you a lawyer today. We will talk about that when you get back, but I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, and we'll go from there. What are you doing now with your life? Are you in high school?
Sir.
Okay. Senior, junior?
Senior at Memorial.
Okay. What's going next? What's happening next?
College, UT, or LSU.
You sure? Okay. Let's see. You've got to understand, this is not a good start to your college career. This is, in fact, about one of the worst things that you can do, because all career services, all schools they're going to look at this. And this can really impact you for the next 40 years of your life. So go take a test, come back, and then we'll talk further, okay? That way.
Stating, Your Honor?
Oh. Have you played Monopoly before? Okay. In Monopoly, you get a get out of jail free card. This is the only one that you're going to get from me. If you ever miss court again, if you ever fail to come when you're supposed to, I will issue a warrant and I will keep the warrant and I will lock you up.
Sir.
Do you understand? No more get out of jail free cards.
You said no fake IDs or licenses for bond conditions.
Don't worry about it because I'm gonna,
All right,
Yeah.
Judge, the next.
oh, what? Did you think that you were coming to the beach today in shorts?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I completely wasn't using my head.
You know, when my kids tell me sorry,
It's my first time in court. I'm sorry.
it's a court. You know, in court, you're supposed to dress a certain way. This isn't the circus, man. You know, you continue to say sorry for things. At some point, your sorry will go in this ear and will go out that ear. Do you understand?
Sir.
Everything you're doing here, I'm going to mark it and we will know it. So that if you come in here and try to play this game again, I will put you on my name like a little child and I'm going to spank you like a little child, but I will do it with a ton of jail time. Do you understand?
Sir.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with, please spit the gum out. Do you have a trash that she can spit so you're not smacking like? Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Officers observed the defendant driving without lights on at night. Officers used the intercom to tell the defendant to turn her lights on. The defendant pulled over into a parking lot. Officer approached defendant to ask why she did not have her lights on and observed strong odor of alcoholic beverage. Officer detained the defendant and placed her in the back of the patrol vehicle to wait for a secondary unit to assist. When officers returned to the patrol vehicle with backup, defendant had slipped out of one handcuff, and while officer attempted to place her back into handcuffs, defendant bit one officer and kicked the other. Defendant was taken to JPC and a blood warrant was signed and executed.
They didn't, I guess, because of that, they didn't do any field sobriety tests on the scene. They didn't do any at the station, I guess, either.
Right, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Barrows, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I will randomly test you. If I find that you're using alcohol or illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a valid Texas driver license, ma'am?
No, sir.
Then you're not allowed to drive. I'm making that a condition of your bond as well, and you're going to sign with me today a promise. This is an affidavit that you're going to sign that you're not to drive any vehicle whatsoever for any reason, and I don't care what your excuse is. If you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, show us that you have this, and then I'll happily take this restriction off. But until that point, if I find that you drive, I'm going to go nuts on the bond. Do you understand? Okay. So you have a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stand to us, Mr. Brooker, and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging phone calls or text messages, likewise, I'll issue a warrant. No more PR bonds.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. We'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. You'll meet with Fleischer for your bond conditions. And after that, you guys are free to go.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Judge. Step over here. Thank you, State.
Thank you.
John, come on up. He did re-enroll in school, Judge, as instructed.
So are you appointed or are you retained in this case? Is mom here as well?
Yes, yes, yes.
Come up, mom. You can come up.
Judge, for Barrows, did we have any special bond conditions for his child?
Same as normal with the DWI. And then she's here in shorts, man. I'm going to talk to her here in a second.
I'll speak with the judge.
No more marijuana. Do you understand? I will test you 40 to 45 days from today. If you test positive again, that tells me that you've continued to smoke. I'm going to put you in jail and I'm going to make your bond high. You got to understand, your mom probably doesn't have a lot of money as it is. Every time you go to jail, it's going to cost her money to get you out when she could be feeding and using that for rent. Do you understand? You are also to stay in school, not hang out with the people that you were in this car. No associating with the co-defendants in this case. No weapons. Stay in school. Do you understand? We've now given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with counsel, and he will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to give you any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything that you'd like to add? Do you need anything? Because I don't know how he is when he's at home with you. Does he act up? Does he help you out?
Yes, he helps me out. He does side jobs at home. Recently, I was able to get him enrolled back into his homeschooling program, so he's actively working on it.
Okay, I'm going to want proof that he's actually enrolled in school and actually doing well.
You can provide it. It's online.
Great. And I'm also giving him a curfew because I don't want you out in the middle of the night. You're getting a curfew of 10 p.m. and I'm putting a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not out. Do you understand?
Sir.
Don't act a fool. You start being a danger in the free world, I will take the free world away from you in a second. My only concern is public safety. And when you're in a stolen car with a bunch of other people with stolen guns and everything, that's not a good look. All you're going to do is end up with a number on your back, perpetually in and out of jail, never amounting to anything. That's not a good way to go through life. Life is a journey. It can be a great journey where it's filled with love, fun, vacations, nice cars, or it can be a miserable, rotten toilet of an existence where you never have any money. You argue with everyone about everything because you ain't got no money, got no education to be able to support yourself. That's not a good way. That you don't go through life like that. And it starts now at 17. You understand, Mr. Melendez? You won't get any more warnings from me. Straighten up and fly right. You stay with me. Okay, guys, thanks.
Thank you.
We will pay for everything for you, so it shouldn't be a dime out of your pocket, okay? All right, Mom, thanks.
Yes, I
Are you Samantha Walker? Ms. Walker, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On November 4th, 2024, an officer was dispatched to a family disturbance call at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The complainant, a 15-year-old, stated that the defendant, her mother, assaulted her after they got into a verbal argument. The complainant stated the defendant displayed verbally aggressive behavior towards her, grabbed a hold of the complainant's left wrist, and said, "If you come near me, I'll beat your ass," and began to engage in a physical altercation with the complainant. The complainant stated the defendant, using both open hands, placed the complainant in a headlock and the complainant felt pain. Both law enforcement and CPS records indicate a history of physical altercations and verbal altercations between the complainant and the defendant, and the officer observed video footage showing the defendant acting as the primary aggressor towards the complainant and observed a minor injury cut on the complainant's left arm.
So we have prior violence, any prior charges?
There's no prior
Any,
charges,
no
Your Honor.
prior injury to a child, felony charges?
No, Your Honor.
No. Okay, so you take all this stuff.
Child means 14 years or younger.
So
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case.
No, Your Honor, if.
Don't. Now's not the time, ma'am. You have the right to remain silent. Exercise that right. I've got a bunch of DAs here. Anything you say, they're going to use it against you. Guys, what do we do about contact? You know? Yeah, well, so Michael, I need your help. You know, this is a 15-year-old child. We have a history of violence allegedly between mom and daughter.
Yes, Judge.
Now we have an assault case against a 15-year-old. And according to what Alex says, there's a history of it. It's unacceptable.
Judge.
Do you have a lawyer, ma'am?
I'll be retaining a lawyer, but there's no history of violence between us.
You're calling for a walker?
Yes.
Which walker?
One Walker. It's in custody. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
So what my plan was, and I already spoke to my people about this, is we were going to check the offense report to see where the child was taken. Were they taken to CPS custody, state custody? Was there some other guardian? Once we're aware of where the child is, we are going to be asking for a no contact order to be granted based off of the allegations of a history.
What about now? Is there something that we can do now as far as finding out where the child?
Well, that escalated quickly. What started as a case about fake IDs has now turned into a domestic assault matter involving a 15-year-old. The judge wastes no time putting child safety above everything, even the mother's pleas. That's a major legal shift, because once a protective order is issued, a parent can instantly lose contact rights. Here's the big question. Should courts always assume the child needs protection first, or should parents be given the benefit of the doubt?
Well,
You know?
we're going to call CPS today and see if they're in state custody. The offense report also might indicate where it is. If not, we can call the officer and they should know.
Yeah, I'd like to, because I think it's serious. I mean, if we have a history of violence, I don't want that to happen anymore.
There's no,
I know that you're telling me no, but I have other people that are telling me differently.
I've never.
Okay, well, ma'am, don't. Now's not the time. But my primary concern is the protection of every single person in Harris County, bar none. That's it. Especially if it's a child. And
I'm not a threat to my child, I promise
you
you.
are now charged with assault, ma'am, on that 15-year-old child.
I never assault.
Stop. Now's not the time. I'm just trying to tell you, if I find that there's a history of violence with the child, I'm going to order you not to have contact with this child.
I understand,
As it stands now,
but I promise there's no
I'm
history
entering
of
in
violence.
called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies EJ as a protected individual. You
I
cannot,
have to take her to appointments and stuff like that.
please listen. Okay, I know that you're trying to think of stuff to say,
No,
but
I'm
I
being
want you to
honest.
listen, because this is very important stuff. And if you don't hear it correctly, you do something to violate this court order, they're going to file additional charges against you. I'm entering in an order for protection for that 15-year-old child. She's now a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon. Typically, this also comes with a residential restriction that you're not to go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. You understand? Okay, I'm entering this order now. We will try to figure out about how we go from here, but my only concern is the protection of this child. To me, nothing else matters.
She's protected.
I know that you're telling me one thing, but the evidence will show what it shows, and that's going to point to whose side is correct. So for now, I'm just going to have them reach out to see where the child is and how we go forward. So for now, I'm going to have you sign a reset, and then we'll just have you take a seat in the jury box, please. Okay?